Hey, welcome back. I figured I'd go over a few things real quick before I went inside because it's annoyingly cold right now. So, if you remember back a couple weeks ago, this thing just kind of stopped running. And I didn't know if it was a timing chain issue or a valve train issue. Well, I don't know if you can see it that well, but this is an old Snap-on BK600 or 6000, either or, camera. And you can see, sort of, in there, probably not, that cam gear here is still on the chain just fine. And with the naked eye, you can see, because I have a little borescope there, that the chain is at least on the cam gear. It's not. Is at least on the cam gear, which means one of two things. The likelihood the chain came apart and fell inside of the timing cover, locking the crank from moving, is unlikely, because I can see with pretty good detail with that even this old thing, that the chain and the cam gear are tight and the teeth are where they're supposed to be at. Now, that doesn't mean that the tensioner could have failed and caused it to skip, a couple of teeth and then run the valves into the engine. But at least for right now, I don't have the ability to turn the engine over, at least not with the starter. I haven't tried with a breaker bar or anything, but if the starter won't turn it, there's a good chance the breaker bar won't either, and it just won't turn at all. So that kind of runs me back to my next hypothesis, is I'm going to have to pull valve covers at some point when it gets a little bit warmer out, and just kind of look and see what the valve train looks like. That's why I'm kind of hesitant to even touch this thing, because I don't want to completely disassemble it. Right now, it's safe from the weather, elements, rodents, whatever. But if I to do any more investigating, I have to go even further into it, and I'm not ready to do that just right now. But I do have good news. Okay, so I'm back inside. There is some positivity to today, and after making an emergency run south of here for some family stuff, I did manage to pick up some parts on the way back this afternoon rather, for the GTO / Camaro, whichever project ends up using the parts. But check me out. But a set of +1, or was it +10? I think they're called, oversized rod and main bearings, and then this Eldebrock LS high flow replaceable whatever water pump. It's got provisions for temp sensor and all that high speed jazz this morning. So that's the 1W that came out of today. I'm going to probably pull the plugs and the coil packs on the Durango, so see if what the carnage is and how bad it is, and just kind of hope for the best.